The UFC finally released the new Meta AI rankings, and it's going to change the way that matchups are going to be made forever. So let's take a dive into this. It's Jake Breaks MMA, and I'll give you my thoughts. Let's get into this shit. Starting off with heavyweight, as you can see, there is a ton of change going on in each of these divisions, and it's going to drastically change the matchup as well. As you can see, Alex Pereira, number 4, going in there under Pavlovich. I don't know if I like that. Don't really think I like that at all. I do think Pereira can beat Plaudiol Pavlovich. I know he got a knockout against Taliesin Teixeira. And oh my god, dude, did you not see Taliesin Teixeira piecing up Pereira in the sparring? Like, dude, chill. Chill. I think Pereira would beat him, but that's okay. Number 4 is fine too. Hoka going down a spot, Waldo going down a spot, just because Pereira's number 4 makes sense. Guniev going up a spot over Curtis Blades when he lost to Curtis Blades. I don't really like that at all. I know he beat Jailton Almeida, but so did Curtis Blades. So what like I don't really understand how I don't really understand that ranking at all. But Sergey Spivak. He's a great fighter. I love to fight him. Goes down 3 spots. I mean, yeah, with these new rankings, honestly, he can go down lower. I think he can lose to some of the people lower than him, but I get it. He beat Ante Taliha, even though he's not even in the rankings anymore. But I understand that ranking. He won his last fight. You can't really punish him that much. Vitor Petrino, not ranked, number 10. Wow. I mean, I get it. You know, former light heavyweight, lighter man skill going up. He's been pretty good so far. Pretty dominant in all of his fights, facing like absolute fucking cans though. So I don't really know what to take away from that. He could definitely be good in this division, but I feel like it's kind of like projecting his ranking a little bit. Walter Walker, number 11. I mean, yeah, I think that's fine. I mean, yeah, I like that actually. I like that. Brando Peric, +2 from 14 to 12. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I mean, Mario Pinto hasn't really proved a lot. He didn't look amazing in his last fight. Mick Parkin, Mick Parkin, he gives me a bloody being in the fucking gym, mate. Going up a spot, don't really know if I like that. Mick Parkin's kind of just fat, a little bit slow on the feet. He beat like Marcin Tybura, who's not even in the rankings. But I guess. And Ryan Spann sneaking in the top 15. Oh my god, I never thought I'd see the day again. I fuck with it. I don't really care that Ryan Span's in the rankings. You know, the bottom of heavyweight's pretty shit anyway, so just throw him in there. I mean, I think like Ante Deliha can Loki get that spot, but or even Tyrell Fortune, he just won too, even though I may be biased, he's from Arizona. But moving on to the next division, we have light heavyweight, which has also had a lot of changes, as you can see. Only 2 people yeeted from the rankings, but as you can see on the Meta AI rankings here, there's a lot of fucking movement. Alex Pereira, number 1. Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know why he's even there if he's going to be at heavyweight the rest of his career. What the fuck? I actually didn't even notice that at first when I pulled up these fucking images. That's actually so stupid. I mean, sure, I know he did beat Ankalaev, but he's not even going to be in the division. So let's just take him out. But Ankalaev, basically the number 1 contender, number 2 here. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's justified. I mean, he hasn't really lost anyone but Alex Pereira. Has basically beaten every single person that he's fought. Going to fight Khalil Roundtree. I think he'll beat Khalil Roundtree. And yeah, I think he's going to keep that number 1 contender spot. Then moving down, we have Yuri Prohaska. That's also a good ranking too. I think, Magomed Ankalaev, Yuri Prohaska. When Alex Pereira's gone, those are the 2 very obvious number 1 and number 2 in the division, it feels like. Now that Carlos Ulberg is the champion at least, but I like the ranking so far. Paulo Costa, +3. It's kind of crazy. Like, Paulo Costa was like between the 10 and 15 range at middleweight. And now just after 1 fight, he's like top 4. Like, damn. It's kind of crazy how shit like light heavyweight is. It's pretty bad. And as you can see, another guy that's moving up to heavyweight because he's just too blobbed out. He belongs at heavyweight though. That footwork is heavyweight footwork. So it'll be interesting. We have Jamal Hill, number 5. Above Khalil Roundtree. I didn't even notice that. What the fuck? Khalil Roundtree. Khalil Oh my god. I'm actually like, oh my god, that's actually so funny. You got dropped? I got dominated. I got dominated by Khalil Roundtree. And he's somehow above Khalil Roundtree. I mean, sure. Dominic Reyes, number 7. Fuck yes. Yes. I love it. I love it. I think he kind of deserves to be in that range. I think he could beat a Volkan Oezdemir. I could definitely see that. Volkan Oezdemir above Azamat Mirzakhanov though. Yeah, that might be doing too much. Might be doing a little bit too much there, UFC. I think Azamat Mirzakhanov could definitely chin Volkan Oezdemir. That's kind of a crazy ranking. Uzdemir's really high. That's all I'm gonna say. Uzdemir should not be this high. He should not be top 10. Bogdan Gustav, another guy, went to a draw with Jan Blachowicz. That's probably why. I mean, he's only ranked number 10 because Jan Blachowicz is ranked number 15 now, which is kind of fucking insane. I get it. He's been really inactive. So that's fine. Johnny Walker also moving up to heavyweight. A lot of people moving up to heavyweight. So just take him off the list. I don't really care where his ranking is since it's not even going to be in this division. Alonzo Menefield, number 13, number 14 in the division. Yeah, yeah, I guess. I mean, I think some like up and coming light heavyweights will eventually take that spot, but he has defended his spot for now against Sang Yang and you know Umar Sy bums, but he still defended his just defended his spot, so that's fine. Dustin Jacoby, number 11. I love that ranking. I really do. I feel like he's always kind of deserved a ranking. He's been on a really good streak as of late. Beat Julius Walker in a nice comeback win, and definitely deserves that number 11 spot. Navajo Sterling, number 12. I don't really know if Navajo beats a Jan Blachowicz. No, I really don't think so. I really don't think so, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. And now that I think about it, I think Jan Blachowicz would definitely beat Alonzo Menefield. Damn, they really did Jan dirty. I get it. Again, not very active, but just a little bit fucking dirty, dude. And moving on to the next division here, we have middleweight. So top four, as you can see, all the same, all the same. Yeah, I like that. I do think I like that. I'm kind of reacting, if you can't tell, like just based off initial reactions here. So I do like the top four being the same. Do I think like a Joe Pyfer or like a Cal Baralho or Anthony Hernandez could beat a Brendan Allen? Of course. But Brendan Allen has been winning. He can't. He doesn't really have a reason to fall. He doesn't really have a reason to drop in the rankings. So I feel like he kind of has to stay at number 4. Pyfer moving up above Cal and Anthony Hernandez. I do. I like that. I think Joe Pyfer would be a big problem for Anthony Hernandez. I don't know if he can take Joe Pyfer down. I don't know. Anthony Hernandez is a great grappler, but he's kind of doing it against like not the greatest contenders in the world, like they're not really good. And like that kind of concerns me. It gets me a little bit worried seeing him get like fraud checked that bad by Sean Strickland. And I know Sean Strickland is obviously an elite grappler, but I don't know. A little bit concerned about that. I do think he could beat like a Cal Baralho though, for some reason. I really do. So I mean, I can see them being interchangeable, but for now, not bad. Not bad. Israel Adesanya, number 8. Whew. I mean, I don't know if he should like be this high at this point, but I get he's only lost to like Joe Pyfer and Nasruddin Imavov, and Drickus, and Sean, basically like every single contender above him. But I don't know. I guess I get it. Like Gregory Rodriguez hasn't really proved as much in the UFC compared to Israel Adesanya, and I understand that. It really gives him a reason to do that Gregory Rodriguez versus Israel Adesanya matchup now. I can totally see that happening. So I'm not mad at it. I'm not too mad. Jerry Cannonier, sneaky old crafty vet, number 42. Sorry, 42 or 43 years old, sneaking in there. I like that. I do. I think he deserves that spot. He hasn't really shown a ton of decline. I mean, he's been losing, but he's still been winning some fights here and there. So I think it's okay. CLD being number 11. I like that. I like that. He deserves to be there. Bo Nickel, number 12. I mean, why even include Paulo Costa at number 13 when he totally beat Bo Nickel? Whatever. Weird. Anyways, Ikram Alaskarov, number 14. I don't think he's that good. I really don't think he should be ranked, but whatever, I can't think of anyone off the top of my head that should be ranked over him. But there will be somebody coming along. Maybe the winner of like the Sharbul Magomedov versus Michelle Pereira matchup. But RDR, who's also moving up to light heavyweight, at number 15. I think he just got moved down because he's moving up, so I guess we'll live with that. Moving on to the welterweight division here, we have Protes for some reason being above Ian Gary. I thought I remembered them being tied at some point when I looked up the new rankings. Maybe I'm wrong, but if that's true, it's really fucking stupid. Obviously, Ian Gary beat him on short notice. He came in on like 3 weeks' notice, while Carlos Protes has already been in a training camp. So I don't really understand that one. I get Protes has been on like a really impressive run, but chill. He literally lost to Ian Gary, and Ian Gary's fighting for the title. So it'd look better if he had the number one contender next to his name. And then we have Mike Morales over JDM. Either or can really be above each other. I get it. I think they both be problems for each other. I don't really know. I'm not going to discuss that matchup. It'd be an interesting matchup, JDM versus Michael Morales, but they can really be flip flopped. I understand that. Sean Brady being number 5, I get that. Beat Joaquin Buckley. It's only lost to Michael Morales, basically. Why can't I say his last fucking name? Holy shit. Am I the only one that's noticing that? Are you guys noticing that too? Anyways, Bonfim number 6. Yeah, God, disgusting. He's so boring. Then Bilal Muhammad. Ugh, I love you, Bilal. I actually do love you. I'm not even gonna get mad. Then bro, Mercedes GLE, bro. Leon Edwards, number 8, above Joaquin Buckley. I think he can outpoint Joaquin actually, so I kind of get it. Yeah, I honestly the top 8, I'm not really mad about. Then you got Joaquin Buckley at number 9, been on a losing streak to Usman and Brady. I understand, can't really put him that high for losing, you know. So Usman number 10. I mean, if he was still in this division, he should definitely be above like Edwards and Joaquin Buckley. He should probably be number 8. But I think they're doing that just because they know he was going to move up. He has a fight scheduled at middleweight against DDP, obviously. So I think that's kind of what they're doing there. Mike Malott, bruh, Mike Malott, Canadian, bro. Actually, I don't even know how to do a Canadian accent. Number 11, yeah, absolutely fucking not. I'm not gonna lie, that feels way too high. I think he loses to MVP. D-Rod being above Uros and Amasov is also fucking ridiculous. Okay, 11 should be like Amasov. Number 12 should be like maybe like MVP. MVP or Euros could be like 12 or 13. And then you have Malott 14, and then you have D-Rod 15. I don't really like the order of the last 11 to 15, but outside of that, I do like the list. I do like it. So moving on, we have the lightweight division. There is quite a lot of movement outside of the top 5. Top 5 does remain the same. Let's see here: Ilya, Armand, Charles, Max, Benoit. I do like that top 5. Don't think I would really reorganize that. Mateus Gamrot moves up to 6. Yeah, I mean, looking at these rankings, I think it is justified. Mateus has only really lost to, like Charles, and he did lose to Armand, but he got the win against Armand technically, so he's still going to be up there. He lost to Dan Hooker, not a great loss. Could have been his win too. But outside of that, I still think he's a very top contender in this division, and he has been fraud checking a lot of these contenders as well. Same with Renato Moicano. Literally beat BSD, which is kind of crazy to think back about, but man, kind of crazy. Yeah, he's been beating a lot of prospects as well. Just recently beat Duncan, who's been looking really good, kind of looking like he can just eat any shot and just like end up winning, never get finished, but did end up losing that fight. Well, Duncan did, but then we have Sally Kid at number 8. Whoo! Quillian going up by 12 spots. Damn. Kind of insane. Kind of insane since Benil Dariush was literally kicked out of the rankings. I think it's a little bit too high to start. I think he should be like number 10. I think it should be like Patty number 8, Ruffy number 9, Sally Kid number 10. I think he could beat like a Dan Hooker and the people below him, but number 8 just feels a little bit too high. But I get it. He has a lot of hype behind him. So Dan Hooker number 11. I like that spot. I think it's a great spot for him, actually. Tom Nolan number 12. I mean, he did just beat Fressiam. I think Fressiam was a little bit overrated. I really do. But I guess we can keep him there since, people think it's a good win. I do think Emmanuel Torres could beat him. I think he could be a number 12. But, it's not a big difference there. Grant Dawson, not ranked, getting ranked. I understand that. Probably well deserved there. Rafa Garcia also getting ranked after his performance against Alexander Hernandez, which I understand. Hernandez was on a really big winning streak. So I do understand that placement. Do I think Fiziev could have like snuck in at the number 15 spot? Yeah, I do. But putting Garcia there as like new blood, I also understand that. Like Fiziev has been losing the past couple fights, so let's put some new fucking contenders there. And moving on to the featherweight division here, we have some insane rankings, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, we have Eddie Volkanovski, mate. The fucking jab, low kick, mate. The jab from the outside, circling at range. Beautiful fucking jab. He is the champion, and will forever be the champion. Then 1 through 4, nothing changed there. I do like that. Honestly, I could see Aljo going above Lerone, but I understand, I'm not going to really make a big fuss about that. Arnold Allen going up 2 spots. Mwah. I love it. I fucking love it. Although, over Gene Silva, maybe just 1 spot. I just noticed that. Yeah, not above Gene Silva. He literally just lost to Gene Silva. So let's go Gene Silva number 5, Arnold Allen number 6. Here's where it gets a little bit crazy. Pat Sabatino. Yeah, Sabatino, not Sabatini. Number 7. That feels a little bit fucking insane to me. Does it not feel insane to you guys? Like, I'm not saying he couldn't beat some of these people below him for sure, but like, dude, Zalal, Nathaniel Wood, Vallejos, Costa, Garcia, Pico, like those are all insanely fucking difficult matchups for Sabatini. I don't know if he could survive it. I get it, like he hasn't had many losses. He had a loss against Diego Lopez and can't remember who else right off, but I just feel like 7's a little bit too high. Definitely, I don't know, maybe like 13. Like I don't know. I think 13 would be a good spot. That might be Daniel Wood number 9 too. That feels a little bit high as well. Vallejos just feels low, man. I get like Nathaniel Wood has done more in the UFC compared to Kevin Vallejos, but I don't know. I just feel like if we're gonna kind of go off these like meta AI rankings now, like throw Kevin Vallejos up a little bit, man. Like he's kind of hyped up. Like he's got really beautiful boxing. Like he's the savior of the featherweight division after Volk leaves. So Nathaniel Wood, yeah, it just feels a little bit too high. But I respect some of his wins. It just feels like half of his wins are like losses because they're all like split decisions. So it's just hard. It's hard. But Costa number 11, I like that spot. Like compared to like everything else on this list, I'm not mad at that spot. Steve Garcia number 12, I'm not mad at it either. This feels low though. Steve Garcia is a good fighter, man. I guess he just needs some more wins. But Aaron Pico number 13. I mean, if we're really just going off based off the fact that he beat Pitbull, I mean, yeah, sure, I guess. I mean, he looked good in that fight though, so I understand the number 13 ranking. It's just the rankings don't completely make sense to me. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what's going on here. But Joe Anderson Brito number 14. I'm not a huge fan of it. And Jose Delgado number 15. I do like Jose Delgado in the rankings. I think he's a great fighter. He's a great fighter. I love to fight him. But yeah, no, he's a really solid fighter. So just some interesting updates, like 4 new spots that have been claimed here by unranked prospects. That's kind of insane. So pretty cool to see. Don't think they're all justified, but it's okay. Moving on to the bantamweight division, honestly, some ranking changes that I do like, some ranking changes that I don't like. A lot of changes though, like a shit ton of changes here. So you can see Jan still the champion, obviously. Marab number 1, Umar number 2, Sean O'Malley number 3. So Sean and Umar switch spots. I think I would give Sean the number 2 spot just because he has that finish over Ayman Sahabi, and Umar hasn't really done anything exciting in the past like 3 years outside of like the Marab fight. So Corey Sandhagen number 4, I like that spot as well. Mario Batista number 5, I also like that. I think he could beat Song Yadong. I think it'd be a really close fight. I could see those being flip flopped there, but I like Mario Batista at number 5, number 6, one of those spots. So David Martinez in number 7. He's a really good fighter. I just am like, I don't know. I just want to see him face like a little bit better competition compared to like Cheeto and shit like that. But like compared to like everyone else on these rankings, I get it. Man, Peyton Talbot got fucking booted from the rankings. That's kind of insane to me. But let's see here. And then we have Marcus McGee, number 9. I like that though. I do like that. Ronnie Barcelos, number 8. Crafty bets, dude. I love me some crafty bets, man. I like Rowney at number 8, dude. Oh, that's so good to see. He's been on an amazing win streak. An amazing win streak. So I'm glad. I don't know if he necessarily deserves it after like beating a number 15 Montel Jackson, but he did beat Peyton Talbot. But he's also not ranked in the system. So it doesn't really make sense. But we'll take it. We'll take a Ronnie Barcelos dub. So then yeah, like I said, Marcus Begay number 9. That's cool. I think he should be over pretty much everyone else that's below him, so I understand it. For Reed Basharod, dude, I like that because that means guess who gets to take his ranking? Ethan Ewing. Ethan Ewing gets to take his ranking. Yes, sir. So once Ethan Ewing wins, he'll be number 10 in the rankings, which I do like. And then we can set up some nice matchups for him. Figueiredo, number 11. I think he should be, honestly, you could kind of maybe boot him out the rankings at this point. He did beat Montel Jackson, so you could put him at number 14. But I don't know. Definitely lower than Zahabi. And, like, I get not putting him lower than, like, Jordan and, like, Bryce Mitchell. But I don't know. It just feels like he's pretty washed at this point. Then new rankings here. We got Charles Jordan, Bryce Mitchell, and Montel Jackson. I guess Montel Jackson is new. It feels like he's always kind of been like number 15 in this division forever, but I guess he's back. So good for him. You know, he's got like a left hand and that's, or is it a right hand? He might be southpaw. He's got a straight and that's about it. So Bryce Mitchell, crafty grappler, MMA guru's best friend, and yeah, just a great character. So let's put him at 14. Fuck it. And last but not least, we have flyweights. Some really interesting new rankings here. So let's get to those in a second. 1 through 4, same ranking. Not bad. I understand it. I like it. Nothing too crazy to complain about there. I mean, yeah, Royval got chinned, so he probably should be lower than Tyra, even though he did beat Tyra. But then we have Kavanaugh. Oh my gosh, Goat. Above Kyoji Horiguchi. I get it. Kyoji just lost to Cap. So I kind of understand that ranking. Thank God Horiguchi is above Alma Blobiev and Amir Alblobzi. Back to back blobs, dude. Insane. He would definitely beat both of them in a fight. I'm pretty confident about that. So number 6 is a perfect ranking for him. They're really killing these flyweight rankings so far. Alma Blobiev, number 7. I can see him being number 7. I'm not completely mad about that. Um, Moreno below Albazi when he completely schooled him is interesting. He should probably be above Albazi. He should be number 8, but it's not a big deal. Moreno's kind of been on a skid. Kevin Borjas entering the rankings after just beating Andre Lima. Just that's it. That's it. Number 10 for that, by the way. He's like he's like 1-2, 1-3, 1-4, something like that. He has like one win in the UFC, and he gets ranked number 10. That feels a bit fucking crazy to me, a little bit insane to me. He's above Urseg. Like Urseg, that's such an easy win for you, dude. And like Charles Johnson, like that, I feel like that could be that might be a little bit tricky for Johnson, but I feel like he can eventually catch Borjas. Like this just feels a little bit insane. Like where the fuck did this ranking come from? What the fuck? That's actually like an insane ranking. Then I'm like taking this as like a whole. Like Tim Elliott's out of the rankings, Tagir Lembekoff out of the rankings, Edgar Chairez out of the rankings. Like I don't know. Like he looked crafty on the feet. He was very quick on the feet in and out, but like he's kind of shown to lose a lot. Like all right, what the fuck? Mitch Raposo, number 11. I don't like mind him being ranked at all. But like number 11 is definitely way too high. He should be like a number 15, somewhere around there. Sumerdeji, like I don't. Same thing with like Sumerdeji, like Sumerdeji Olatunji. So I just feel like he's got to be a little bit lower than like the people that like have proved themselves a little bit, like Steve Urseg, Alex Perez, Charles Johnson, like put Super Deji and like Raposo like number 14, number 15, something like that. And then just take fucking Borjas out the rankings, please. Like, what the fuck is that? I actually still can't believe that. But if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, drop a subscribe, and peace!